Hi, in this video we're going to talk about the action layer, or we call that the partial blending. So let's first open our example file, the sample scenes, the example2, the Stadium Simplified 2. And when we placed our agents and the playback agent, you can see that our agent is seat and chair. So what we're going to do is pretty much blend the upper body of the animation, for example the chair, the seat chair 2, to the walk cycle. So you can see that this is seat action and the walk cycle is the locomotion action. We wanted to blend two of them, but we only deal with the upper body. For example, the seat chair 1. So we're going to blend the seat chair 1 action to the agent with the walk cycle. So let's do that. Let's deplace our agents and they go to the action man, and there's a seat chair 1. Let's just select it and click Shift P and unparent it to the world transformation space, and then let's click the file, the export selection, this box right there, and select this. This is a MA file, the ASC, and click the export selection, and let's put this and with a name seat chair 1 underscore the man. This is the agent type, export selection, and let's open our example. Sample 63 noise logic 1. We always use this one for demonstrate the animation. And let's place our agents and simulate. You can see that this is the origin agent with the very simple walking cycle, and you can see that this is a walk default decision, and logic can only trigger agent walk. So what I'm going to do is pretty much blend the seat chair 1 to this walk cycle. So let's first input the action. So let's just use this shortcut, my army. Input result namespace and prefix MA file. In the sample scene, there's a seat chair 1 underscore man. Let's open that. You can see that this file has been imported. Let's select them and control click the action and hit P. And let's just deplace our agents. Change the naming convention to the casual. Change the name to the casual and maintains the naming convention. That is a very good habit for keeping the naming convention correctly. And let's do that. The first step, we needed to open our action editor and make sure the length of the seat chair 1 should be the same as the length of the walk. That is because we needed to blend the seat chair 1 on top of the walk, so the seat chair 1 should be the same length as the walk. So you can see that this is the 47 frames. We needed to select and keep selecting them and trim this. Which from 1 to the 24, and click the trim. And you can see that at this time the seat chair 1 is the same length as the walk, which is very good for the blending, which is the same as the previous we already introduced the action blending. So the second step, we needed to select the seat chair 1 and in the partial blend and enable this. And you can see that a list of the bone name has been shown, and this we needed to specify which bone we needed to blend. So in this case, we only wanted to blend the arm, the upper body to the walk. For the legs and the foot, we do not want to blend them. So what we're going to do is pretty much select from the chest to the lower hierarchy, or you can also select the shoulder, for example the scapula, R and L, and for the rest of the joint. You can see that here. Select and the scapula R, and drag and select to the finger, and scapula L to the finger. And for the main body and the legs, we don't want them to blend onto the walk. So let's select these and click Add Blend. So you can see that there's an asterisk here in front of the bone name. So that is indicates only this bone will join the action blending. And for the rest of the thing is which should be the same as previously. We already introduced the action blending, which we needed to specify that into the transition map and also create the logic for activate the blend. Let's first edit the transition map. And you can see that here's the Miami Global. We needed to disable the use simple transition because the simple transition is not support the action blending. So we need to disable that and open our transition map. This is kind of a little bit complex, but please ignore the rest of them and only focus on the walk, because in this example there are lack of a lot of the animations, and the logic is only trigger the walk, the default, and the walk for the action. So we need to do is add the signature 1 to the walk. So let's double click the status walk and focus on the walk action and create a blend onto it, which name should be the seat chair 1, and click create. You can see that there's a seat chair 1 on the right side of the walk. So this means we already created the action blending for the walk action. Let's play back our animation and see what will happen. This is only the walk because we do not create the action blending onto that. So let's do that. Let's create a logic in the blend and create. And let's just activate it by the action blend, which the action name is seat chair 1. And let's play back our simulation. You can see that the agent is seat. And let's create it in the logic blend. And here we enable the output language and specify the action blend, the blend to action, which name is seat chair 1. And let's reset and play back our animation again. You can see that the agent is walk and waving their hand. So this is the partial blending, and you can see that there's a little bit of sudden change. That is because the smooth self cycle should be greater than this first 1 frame. So let's just specify the 15. So you can see that the 3 frames will be the blender onto itself. So let's play back the simulation again. You can see that the result is much more smooth. Of course, you can the blend the other parts onto the action and achieve the better result. And also you can decrease the intensity from the 1 to the 0.5. You can see that it will the half the wave and half the walk, just like this. So this is our introduction for the action partial blending. Thank you for watching. See you next time.